Have you ever actually wondered how we teach the invisible infrastructure of smart cities to the next generation of engineers? Well, in today's Explainer, we're going to look at a really cool educational curriculum that does exactly that. We're talking about taking highly technical, abstract data concepts and transforming them into tangible, physical realities. So let's jump right in and explore how this complex world of connectivity is literally brought to life in the classroom.
Because it all really starts with one fundamental question. How do you teach complex automation? Seriously, think about it for a second. We live in this wild world completely governed by invisible digital handshakes, automated grids, and just seamless data transfers. And it's one thing to, read a textbook about network protocols, but how do you actually make these concepts stick for a learner? Well, the answer actually lies in this incredibly inventive educational capstone project. It takes students all the way from the microscopic level of tiny data packets right up to the macro level of a bustling, interconnected cardboard city.
Section 1. Connecting complex urban systems.
Section 2. Bridging the data gap.
Okay, let's dive into this micro to macro narrative, starting with the hidden digital foundations that make all of modern urban planning possible. You see, we often think of automation as just hardware or computing power, right? But fundamentally, it's really about language translation. If a factory sensor speaks one language and the central grid speaks a completely different one, you don't have a smart city. You just have a bunch of isolated pieces of hardware sitting there. Enter the edge gateway, or in the context of this curriculum, the factory gateway. Simply put, it's a system that ingests industrial semantic data and bridges it to another protocol. It sits right there at the edge of the physical action, acting as this critical translator. It takes that raw data and translates it, so a completely different, much wider network can actually understand and use that information. It's an absolute game changer. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what that translation looks like in practice. Over on one side, we have OPCUA semantic data. Think of these as descriptive, almost old-school gauge dial measurements. They're heavy, they're highly detailed, and they're deeply embedded in legacy industrial machinery. But on the other side, we have MQTT. This utilizes sleek, lightweight, condensed JSON packets that are specifically designed to zip incredibly quickly across modern internet networks. So the big challenge here is figuring out how to get that stubborn, bulky gauge dial data to communicate flawlessly with those nimble little JSON packets. It's kind of like trying to get a heavy freight train to move like a sports car. To solve this challenge, the students actually have to walk through 3 exact steps. Step 1, they ingest that heavy OPCUA semantic data directly from the source. Step 2, they translate those descriptive gauge dial measurements into a universal language. And then, step 3, they bridge that newly translated data out to the MQTT protocol, packaging it neatly as condensed JSON packets. By successfully walking through these steps, the students are transforming raw, completely isolated measurements into digestible, globally readable digital packets. They are quite literally building the nervous system of an automated environment, which is just so cool to think about.
Section 3. Building the smart town.
Let's move to and see how this builds into something much, much larger. Once the students have mastered that invisible data translation at the micro level, they zoom all the way out for their educational capstone. And they are tasked with constructing a simulated smart town. We're talking about wiring up digital sensors, laying down transit infrastructure and miniature highways, and physically building out cubbyholes and storage systems. They have to combine all of these distinct components, ensuring that the data pathways they just learned to build are now successfully triggering real, physical responses across the entire setup. Now, what's really fascinating here is the contrast. We just talked about highly advanced concepts of connectivity, bridging semantic industrial data, and deploying digital sensors, right? And yet the medium for this capstone is literally a physical cardboard model. It's such a brilliant, playful juxtaposition. By forcing students to coordinate incredibly complex systems within a totally low-tech material, like a cardboard toy town, it completely demystifies the technology. They can actually touch the wires and see the abstract code they wrote reacting in real time right in front of them.
Section 4. Running the interactive grid.
And this brings us to the moment of truth, the interactive smart grid board. This is exactly where all those translated data packets, digital sensors, and cardboard highways finally come together in a massive, interactive display of modern urban planning. And the best part? The students aren't just sitting back watching their town run. They are actively managing its operations. The curriculum essentially turns the class's cardboard town into a giant connected board game. Through this hands-on gamification, they react to data, they manage traffic on the highways, utilize storage systems, and ensure the grid communicates seamlessly. They are physically playing the roles of the automated systems they just spent weeks programming.
So, the crucial point is this. The entire experience culminates in what is essentially a collaborative effort to bring a functional community model to life. This isn't just about passing some standardized coding test or, properly wiring a single sensor. The practical application of this connectivity results in a living, breathing model of a community built entirely from scratch by the students. They have actually constructed the interconnected logic that sustains modern smart urban planning.
Which leaves us with this final thought to ponder. We've seen how students can take raw, descriptive gauge dial measurements, translate them into sleek digital packets, and use that data to run an interactive cardboard smart town. But when this next generation takes these exact foundational connectivity skills out of the classroom, how will they shape the real-world urban planning of our future? Because someday, when those cardboard highways become concrete and those simulated sensors are managing the power grids for millions of people, it will be these very lessons that built the foundation. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning and keep looking for the invisible connections all around you.